Greetings, greetings, greetings. Peace, love, and light, family. I am Sisti. I'm a spiritualist and a naturalist, and I believe I'm an humble messenger and oracle of the Most High Yah. Sometimes I come to y'all with messages of encouragement. Sometimes they're messages of general information or food for thought, and sometimes they're correction or forewarning. I believe this morning's message is general information or food for thought. But y'all, after you listen, go ahead on and drop it in the comments and you let me know what you think the message is on today, okay? And I want to definitely take a moment to say welcome to the first time viewers of the channel. I hope and pray to the Most High that you enjoy the content that I'm going to bring to you on today, okay? If you had the opportunity to check out some of my other videos and you've enjoyed the content, please go ahead on and subscribe and like, comment, and share. You might want to also turn on your notification bell so you can get any of my videos that I upload, okay? And with that being said, I just want to go ahead on and dive into the message for today. The message for today is, drum roll, the 5 gifts. I'm talking about the 5 big gifts. There are many gifts of the Spirit, but I'm just going to tackle 5 this morning, okay? And I'll probably make a part 2, Lord's will, and if I'm permitted to do so, to cover some of the other gifts. I definitely am doing this video to dispel some of the myths, because a lot is going on out there, y'all, and I see it. Yeah, it's questionable, but I'll get into that a little bit later, okay? So I definitely want to cover the 5 gifts this morning so you guys can have a clearer understanding. When Sis D says to you, I'm a messenger and an oracle, you'll understand what that means, and I'll give you more clarity and information, okay? So I'm going to dive right on in, and I'm going to start with the office or the gifting of an apostle. An apostle primarily travels to share the gospel and to start new congregations. So y'all, if somebody is running around talking about they're an apostle, if they are not moving, i.e. traveling, and I don't necessarily mean internationally, my belated uncle was a true apostle, and he never stayed anywhere any longer than about 3 years. And he transitioned at the age of 86, if I'm not mistaken. So literally everywhere he went, he was commissioned to plant seed churches. And he did that. I can't even count or number how many seed churches that he planted in his 86 years on Mama Terra, okay? So that is a true apostle. If somebody's walking around you talking about they're an apostle and they've been planted in one place for 40 years, 50 years, and they haven't planted any seed churches, no, beloved, they are not an apostle. They might be operating in some other office or some other gifting, but they are not an apostle. And I know a lot of people that carry that title, oh, apostle, this apostle. If they not moving and they not planting seed churches, their office or their gifting might not be that of an apostle. So let's check, test, prove, try the spirits and all things, y'all. Okay, so prophets. Prophets are those with the ability to receive a divinely inspired message and deliver it to others in the body. This is the category that my gifting falls up under: messenger and oracle. Messenger is a divinely inspired word comes to me, and then I share that out with you, with the people. The oracle part is I'm basically repeating what the Most High has already said in written form. I'm just breaking it down and making it a little bit clearer for you to understand. A lot of people say, oh, the Bible is so confusing. Oh, the Bible's been tampered with. Anything that I say, you guys, if I say it, the test of a true prophet is it's going to be able to line up with what the Most High has already said. If somebody is calling themselves a prophet and they're deviating from what the Most High has already said, or is contrary to what the word has already said, test, prove, try the spirits. Here's another thing that you guys should be doing. As a prophet, if a prophet is a prophet / seer, which I am, and they're saying that the Most High has given them a divinely inspired word, and they're giving you something future as a seer, as a prophet or prophetess, if it doesn't come to pass, that office is, their gifting for office is probably not a prophet or a prophet seer. So y'all test, prove, and try the spirits, okay? So that's a prophet. I might go into that a little bit more if Spirit gives me to do so. Evangelists are those who share the good news. And you can find that in Acts 21:8 and 2 Timothy 4:5. A lot of evangelists are generally singers. They help the people come into worship. They usually give songs of encouragement to lift the spirit, to lighten the soul. That's sometimes a lot of evangelists that I know are singers, are great orators sometimes because they have to use their mouths to actually get the good news across. So their mouth is their ministry. And so if you see evangelists who are singers or speakers who are MCs to open up services and things like that, don't be alarmed, because that is kind of truly their office and their gifting, okay? So pastors focus on leading a particular congregation or possibly a groups of local house churches, aka think of a shepherd, okay? So a shepherd would actually take a flock, lead them to a greener pasture so that they can be well nourished. They don't want their younger sheep to be chewing on dead grass or dry grass because there's no good nourishment for them. They're going to be leading them from green pasture to green pasture. Pastor, aka shepherd, should be doing the same thing. They should be helping the body to grow by giving them good meat, milk of the word. If it's a young person that's a person in the body, then they should actually be trying to give them milk to help them grow and be nourished, okay? So that's a pastor. I'm going to go on to, and there's a lot of people out there claiming pastor, y'all. Probably not, but I'll get into that a little bit later too. Teachers are those with the ability to effectively communicate God's word to others and to instruct them. And I'm gonna go as far even to say that the office of a pastor and teacher should be really linked, because as a pastor, if you can't effectively communicate God's words to help build up the people, to instruct them, to strengthen them, to help guide them on the correct path, what are you doing? Pastors, a lot of people who are preachers are not really pastors. You have the ability to preach, which is to deliver a sermon, but you are not necessarily a pastor / shepherd because you don't have the gifts of administration. You're not a great leader. You have horrible people skills. If you are truly walking in the gifting of a pastor shepherd, you have good administration skills, or you learn them if you don't innately have them. To be a pastor, you have to have great administration skills. You have to have great people skills, because pastoring is more than preaching. That's why I think a lot of people go wrong. They believe that they're called to preach, and yes, they might be able to preach well, but they're not a pastor because they don't have the people skills to be a great pastor. Those are tied and they go hand in hand. And I would also link being a teacher in there. Like I said before, your pastor has to be able to teach. If he can't effectively give God's word to the people, then what does he do? That's one of my things that I kind of have a hang up with people now, with so-called pastors who are preaching and they're giving a feel-good message. But if you walk away from that time of service and you can't apply any of what you've heard to your day-to-day life, I would question that person. I really would. Because you're not going to be able to effectively grow if you can't take that message and then say, if the person was talking about anger or how to control your temper, and you didn't take any notes, and then the next time you get in a situation where you might be upset or angered or frustrated, if you don't know how to apply those scriptures, then what is that person doing? They're not teaching you well. And that is part of what a pastor's job is to be able to teach the people. So if you get a person that you're sitting up under and you've been years there and you're not growing in that particular body, Sister is going to encourage you to pray about it. You might need to move. You might want to question whether that is the so-called shepherd that you need to be up under. I hope that makes sense. a lot of these people now, because of filthy lucre, because sometimes being in the so-called ministry realm is very profitable, a lot of people are carrying titles that they don't really actually operate in, and they don't have the giftings of. They just carry the title because somebody said to them, oh, I think you are this. But they weren't tested. They weren't proven. They weren't tried. I hope that makes sense. So, in the Christian arena, we have a lot of... I'm not a Christian. I walked away and I told y'all that I don't mix any beef or bones about it. But there's a lot of change and growth that has to happen there before the people can really go forward. Let me share one more thing. So these 5 gifts in verse 12 of Ephesians 4, 11 and 12, these 5 gifts are for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, and for the edifying of the body of Christ. So all of these things are to help the people get in line, to encourage them when the battle gets rough, to build us up, give us guidance, direction, clarification. Edification is to build up, to strengthen. Sometimes my messages are very lighthearted as a prophetess and a seer. Sometimes my gifting in office has me heavier because I see future. Most High gives me down the road some steps, and sometimes that's a heaviness. But I want my viewers to also feel encouraged, to feel built up, to feel edified as they watch the videos and walk away from them, that you can apply something that I've said to you to your day-to-day life. All right, y'all, I think I'm going to stop right there. I hope and pray to the Most High that you guys were able to receive something and glean something from this message that I shared with you on today. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in my email. It is in the description below. I'll also post the scriptures that I used on today and probably a couple of more so you can follow up with them. With that, I'm going to say to my delightful family, to the Vibe of y'all tribe, I see ya. I see you. May the Most High bless you and keep you as we go on to the furtherance of this day and into the rest of this week. And I'm going to close on out like I generally always do by saying, vibe up, y'all. Vibe up. This is the, and I am out.